I think we are live. Oh my goodness. I almost forgot how this goes. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Come in. Come in. I hope I am streaming correctly because I am very rusty. I see myself. I don't see myself on my channel. Uh-oh. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Am I live? Okay. Oh, good. I see. I'm live. Okay. Woo! The first hurdle, right? All right, everyone. I am Ebony. Celebrating our third wedding anniversary. Turn that down to my phone. Y'all see I'm still rusty. I am Ebony, also known as Nikki to my veteran homeschoolers. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm actually live. It's been I think almost a year. First of all, thank you to everyone for being here. We had some tech difficulties earlier, but we have all that resolved. Some of you have been around forever, and you're my diehards, my day ones. I love you for that. Some of you probably forgot you were subscribed to this channel, which is fine. I'm glad you're here. Or if you're checking out the replay, thank you for coming by and stopping by. So this is going to be short and sweet because I have mom duties. I have to take my son to Pilates because someone I think forgot to take them. So this will be short and sweet. And it's just really a catch up, just to reacquaint myself with, all my oldies. I shouldn't say oldies, all my besties. And then for some of you who are new, I've been seeing the comments and I want to address a number of things. Okay. Let me pull it back in. So this will be the order of events, okay? I'm just going to briefly talk about where I've been, what I've been working on, and then the future of this channel. And then next week, boom, baby, we are hitting the ground running like we used to do back in the day, okay? But first of all, you guys know, all my veterans, when you come into the chat, into the live, let us know where in the universe, the galaxy, the hemisphere you are currently putting your heads down in. And I say that just so other homeschoolers or prospective homeschoolers can start to build their tribe, okay? So it's helpful if you can at least list your state, and if you want to go more nuanced than that, that's up to you. But I love for all. I knew you were going to slide in. I knew you were going to slide in. Uh-oh, I just hit your comment. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, am I not showing it? Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm trying to show your comment. I hit show. I don't see it on here. Okay, there it is. Yes. Okay. So love for all. This is a veteran homeschooler. She refuses to come on and talk and share her wisdom with people, but that's okay. We'll get her eventually. Okay. So where I've been. Short answer. Life happened. My boys are teenagers now. My husband passed away in March. He had a silent heart attack back in November. He was hospitalized in November, and he was hospitalized for 3 months, and then he passed away. So it's been a really rough year, and going back until next year. So between that, running a business, writing books, which I did do, I'll share that a little bit later. There were some families I was still helping with homeschooling, mainly special needs and homeschooling, just being available for that and just figuring out the next chapter in my life, as a woman of a particular age, a very well-seasoned woman. I really had to take some time to figure out what I wanted to do going forward and what I needed to plant, what seeds I needed to plant now to have that harvest in the future. So YouTube got put in the corner. Not with a dunce hat, but it got put in the corner. But the one thing that I really needed a break. And the one thing that never changed was really my mission to help homeschool families, because even during my break, my hiatus, I was still helping families. I was really helping a lot with IEPs, and which takes a little bit more time. But y'all know I talk a lot. So I'm always meeting people, finding out what they're doing. And then next thing you know, I'm talking about this and that, and I'm recommending this. And then, oh my God, can I have your number? Can we talk? Can we have a meeting? And then there you go. So, so that's the gist of it. But we're still, my sons are adjusting pretty well. I've actually been very proud of them. This weekend coming up, Father's Day will be the first real test. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm here. I'm excited. We're getting back into the swing of things, myself and my kids. And so I said, you know what? Let me get back to some of the things that I really like to do that gave me joy. So one of the things, is homeschooling. And I love, y'all, when I tell you I love our lives, I really do. You're still in North Carolina, North Kakalaki. I still love interacting with you guys, and I probably always will. Just wanting, I think it's probably just being a nurturer and just really wanting to see people win and succeed. So I don't know, but there it is. So what I've been working on. So you guys know that I did publish my homeschool book back November 2024. This was a huge project for me, and I am incredibly proud of it. A lot of you got the book, did reviews. I am so forever grateful. That was a goal that lived in my head for a long time, and then that became reality. And then I don't have them just yet, but I did an 8-book series. These are the covers. They're smaller. Just a quick plug, y'all. Then I'm going to move on to like where we're going with this channel. But because this is a really thick book, it's like 400 pages, I made a quick grab series. It's purse size. Literally, it's purse size. I mean, it's pocket size. Like I literally stood up and tried on lots of pants with pockets and put the book in my pocket. And so like each popular chapter in that flagship book that you saw, there's a smaller book, just so if you want something specific, you can grab it and go and get on with your homeschooling life. So that's that. Next month I'll be launching those books, and then I'll have some giveaways for you guys. So they're shorter, more practical books, and they're specific to things that you really need help with. Okay. Also, because some of you have asked, I started writing fiction almost 2 years ago, and I will be launching my first romance. That's my genre. I will be my first book will be going on pre-order in about 2 weeks, and I'll show you book covers later, but this is homeschooling. So that is really my passion, and I'm super excited about that. Romantic suspense, and I'll share a little bit, as we go on, but I don't want to focus on that too much. I do have an author channel, so if you're curious, you can check that out. I don't have the links anywhere, but my name is Celeste Duval, so I'll share that another day. But that's it. So just doing that, some gardening, fermenting, that's it. So okay, so what's next? No, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, you know what? I have this thing. I like to be very, very, very private, only in a conspiracy theory sense, and it doesn't really make sense because I think, oh, if you guys have noticed, my old school people, I never really go live or announce my birthday because I don't want to give the day. Uh, it took me years to just even acknowledge my birthday in December. It's the month of December. I'm a week before Christmas because I'm thinking, oh, if someone's trying to find information, all they need is my name, my date of birth. So I'm always thinking of information that I give out that could be used for someone to stalk me or something like that. And I know it's crazy, but not so much crazy. But for my husband, I actually did want to put a post up saying, hey guys, I'm going to be away from YouTube because this is going on. But then I was thinking, oh, I don't want them to know kind of the date of my husband's transition, is that conspiracy thing. And I should have just said something like, there are some things going on in the family, and so I need some time away. But I didn't do it. So here we are. Okay, so what's next for homeschool knockouts? All right, this is the meat of this video. we're going to talk about the future. I'm back. And when I say I'm back, I really mean I'm back, not here for 1 week or 2 weeks. I'm back. So, my goal is to create consistent content. Okay. And I think after stepping back from homeschooling, I've been retired for a number of years. Um, and one of my future videos will be, um, all of my sons are in public high school or they went to public high school. So I did not homeschool through high school per se, although two of my sons took a lot of high school classes during middle school. Um, but we had that transition and I learned a lot. And so that will be like a future video. Curiously, my son's junior year, the end of his junior year, he wanted to be homeschooled his senior year. So lots of things to share there. But the content, because I've been removed from the homeschooling arena, I don't know the latest curriculum. I don't know you young folks or you people still deep in the trenches of homeschooling. I don't know what's popular. I don't know, what's on the boards, the Reddit forums, things like that. Honestly, I don't care. I have a master's of science in curriculum development, in course development and curriculum design. I freaking know curriculum. Um, so and this is something I'll bounce off of you guys. Like, say there's some hot new curriculum or a trusted curriculum provider has an update or something like that. If enough of you guys are really interested, I'll get it because it's business right off, and I'll look through it and break it down and tell you how I would attack it. What I think would be useful, what you could find something stronger. Um, to supplement with another curriculum. You guys know how I do. We're the boss over the curriculum, not the other way around. So that's something we can put a pin in. Now, if you want curriculum reviews, I have so many reviews. I have tabs, I have playlists, lots of reviews. If you feel there's something you really want an update on, I know Beast Academy, I know Singapore Math or Primary Mathematics, they have new curriculum out. Let me know. If there's enough of you guys, I will pull that out and go over it. Okay. But we will have more videos. And just thinking, the plan is I'm not crazy. I want to be crazy. All the elders in my family said you can't live in this world and be sane. You got to be a little bit of crazy. But thank you, Amuse Me for thank you for working and tuning in because I appreciate every eyeball here to let me know that there are people who still feel that they can always learn something about how they teach their children. So I'm happy that you trust me to give you advice on that front. Okay, so more videos. And so a lot of those videos will be like pre-recorded, like short 10-15 minute videos. Like I want to give you that practical advice. Like you can watch it in the morning before you go to, before you teach or work or whatever you're doing, where you're like, okay, how to teach spelling in like 10 minutes, little steps, little baby steps, little things like that. Some things will be like series. Like I know for a lot of people, teaching your kid how to read, teaching your kid how to do fractions, teaching your kid how to write a paragraph, the hot spot things, how do I manage this when I have 3 different kids, 3 different ages, and, a preschooler on my lap. So just little things like that where, like some of my lives back in the day when they were really popular, I was listening to some of them. I was like, wow, it's a lot of good stuff. I need to make little snippet videos of that. So there'll be pre-recorded videos, and then I'll have more live streams. So I'm aiming to do a live stream every other week just to ease myself in. And then as we get into a flow, if I find that there's more, demand, I can make a live stream every week. Live streams are easy for me. It's just a matter of the timing. So with my son, he is an elite athlete. Like right now, I'm finding out that there is a session going on right now, and I did not sign up for that. But I get schedule changes at the drop of a hat. So when I have live streams early in the morning, like 7, 8 o'clock West Coast, because I live in California, I know nothing's going on that's going to disturb me. When I get past 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, like now, 9 o'clock, and I'm getting this, aren't they supposed to be at Pilates right now? Well, no, because Pilates is Saturdays and Sundays. Anyway, so mornings, live streams would be mornings, or I could do very, very late at night, but my East Coast people might not like that. Anyway, so more live streams, more practical help, more encouragement, okay? Because this is summertime. Some of you might be thinking of homeschooling for the first time in the fall. Some of you might be thinking, oh, forget this stuff. I'm done with this. You're going back to public school for the first time. And then some of you are just like, we're good. I just like to see what's going on. And, I want to pick up some new ideals, tactics, techniques, whatever, um, whatever, that you're thinking about. Love for All says, I did want you to look into CTC math. This was our first year using it. I remember I'm not saying that that's bad, but I remember CTC math. This was, see, my son is he just finished his freshman year in college. He was, I think, in third grade or fourth grade at the latest when we used thoughts. I know it's changed so much over the years. Back then it was completely online. I think they have a book version, a textbook version. I'll double check, but I'm taking notes, y'all. So Love, you want CTC math? Okay. I'm gonna check that out, see what's going on there. But what did you think about it? Did you or your kid, think it was okay? Was it too fast, too slow? You didn't really grasp it, just the understanding of it. Sometimes how a curriculum is presented takes away from just the subject matter, right? And if they just package it differently, just set it up differently, then you have a whole new curriculum. It's the design part of the curriculum sometimes that gets in the way. It could be really good stuff, but it's just how they put it together. So I'll take a look at that. Hi, Geyser. That is a new username to me, unless you changed your username. But welcome, welcome. Geyser says, my daughter is going to public school next year after 7 years of homeschooling. This has been mixed emotions for this mama. Oh my goodness, Geyser, I was there. And a quick story. Hi, Amused. A quick story is when my oldest went to public school, he was in ninth grade. My kids are 2 years apart, so 9, 7, and 5, fifth grade. And sorry, my middle son, he just finished his first year in high school and he loved it. So my middle son was getting ready to go to high school. And or was my son going into the 11th grade? I don't know. One kid was in high school, the second kid was about to go to high school. So my youngest one, he was going into 7th grade, and we were still homeschooling, and he was fine with it. And then one day over the summer, the beginning of the summer, sometime in June, I was like, hey, babe, let's talk about books we want to start, tackling for the fall. And we go to the bookstore, check things out, see what kind of great movies are out there, and if there's a book related to that. I'm all, yeah, we do this, right? We've been homeschooling for like 10 plus years, at least back then. So they had a meeting in my son's room. They called him in. So I knew something was up because all my sons are in one room when they're playing a game or when they're cooking up something. And so I didn't hear them like doing any gaming stuff. So I'm like, what are they up to? Didn't pay it any mind. Then later on that day, my son, he's in 6th grade. He's like, Mom, I was just thinking, I think I want to go to public school. Mind you, he always like, I don't want to go to public school. It looks like a prison every time we drive past it. He had no desire to go to public school at all. And then he was like, oh, I want to try it out. And so I was like, in my mind, be still my heart. I'm like, oh, okay. I've always told my children, we take it a semester by semester basis. If you feel like this isn't working, we can go transition. And if you feel the transition's not working, come on back home. Always keep it open. We're not locked into anything. So he was like, yeah, I want to try it out. So I'm like, okay. Um, I've always said, we can try things out. In my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he'll be back in 2 months. He had, well, he knew so many of the kids because in the neighborhood, he plays sports. He's played with them on all these teams. And he just happened to have had the best teacher. Now, this teacher at his school always wins teacher of the year. I'm like, dang it. Ugh. So he was like, once he was there, he was gone. And there, that cow is out the barn. So guys, no. So I'm just saying it's a good thing because it's like when you drop your kid off, whether you homeschool or not, but the first time you took your child to a play date or a co-op or something where they were there by themselves and your child was kind of scared and you're like, oh my God, this is so big. You'll have those big feelings, those big emotions. But the one thing that helped me was to remove my ego from the equation and think, okay, my children still have to have sovereignty in their lives, meaning I need for them to be able to make decisions that they can learn the consequences from, not because mom said do this or don't do this. And remember, nothing is permanent. You can always try things out. Don't like it, boom, go back to something else. They like it, that's good for them because really we're raising young adults. We're raising great citizens on this planet. So come here, whatever decision you make, come here. We'll give you virtual hugs. We'll talk you down off the ledge. We'll give you some. Oh, you know what? That's got to be another video. That's why I like talking to you guys. How to possibly transition. Okay? Because those are big decisions, just like those who are in public school and they want to homeschool. That's a big feeling right there of that's the unknown. What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? What, am I going to ruin my kids? All of that. So all big things. So that's why I like the live streams. You guys can come on in. It's a safe space. And you just tell us what your struggle is, and there's always going to be someone around here who can help you out. Okay, so let me move on just a little bit, but guys, check back in, okay? Because we got you. Amuse says, my oldest is going to second grade, and I feel like I didn't do good enough in first grade. Girl, please, it is so early, and that's one thing. When people say I didn't do enough, because that goes down to comparison is the thief of joy. Okay. Now, on a practical level, we'll break it down. Why do you feel that you didn't do enough? Do you feel, oh, it's her reading, it's her math, it's her thinking? Maybe my child can't sit still for longer than 2 minutes. Maybe their handwriting is so they can't hold the pencil long enough to write a sentence, let alone, 3 sentences. Or, sometimes we have expectations that aren't in alignment with the development of the child that's in front of you, not Sarah's child over here and not, Linda's child over here. Look, I'm giving these old school 1980s names. Not Megan's child here or Kayla's son over here. Okay. So when those feelings, when those little monster thoughts, start sitting on your shoulder, trying to get into your mind and in your heart about, oh my God, my child is ruined. Just remember, at this age, oh, quick story. Okay. My youngest son hated writing. He hated English. And I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this? Because my other 2 kids took to it beautifully. And so what I did with him, I'm going to give you 2 quick I don't have time for 2 inspirational. That's why all my oldies, my lives have to be at least an hour and a half. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put this down because inspo stories. Hold on. The writing and what was the other one? I'd made a video about it. Oh, come back to me. But for you, I had him write a sentence a week. A word a day. It had to be, he was in 2nd grade. Or was he in 3rd grade? Y'all know. I'll pull up that video. I'll relink the video. But he had to do 1 word a day. But that word had to be the best spelling, construction, word, the best work he ever had to do. The perfect V, the perfect H, the perfect E. I don't care how many times you did it. So maybe the word for the week was a 5 word sentence. I want to eat pie. Okay, just making that up. So I, just one letter. And then here's the thing. Oh, it was math, con math, because I always tell this story about kids who went to 6th grade. There was this teacher, he had kids coming into 6th grade. Their math skills were like at a 2nd grade, 1st grade level. And by the end of the year, they were at a high school level. You always have time, my dear. And the thing is, you teach the child that's right in front of you. When you have a plan, you start to feel better about yourself, and then that's going to show through your teaching. We're going to put a pin in that. But who said that? So I can make sure I address you. Oh, amused. Because amused. Because we are going, don't feel bad. You got this summertime is a great time to reset. Okay. As a matter of fact, in one of my books, I talk about an emergency 3-2-1 reset, how to get back on course when you're having these kinds of feelings about what you think you're not doing, but you really are, but you can't see it because you're just moving microscopically, but it's still movement. So don't even worry about that. We will get back to that. And then 2nd grade is such a fun stage. The kids are sponges. They can rebound so quickly. Or just take off so quickly. So don't even worry. Don't even say I didn't do enough for that in 1st grade. Probably you let your child be a child in 1st grade, as kids should be. All this other stuff, you got time. Baby, let me tell you, when my sons went off to high school, and I was talking to other parents, and I'm sitting here listening, and asking them questions, and they're telling me about, the kids in class. I'm like, baby, amuse me. You believe me, you're doing more than you think you're doing. And my kids go to a very competitive, academically accelerated high school. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna catch up on these because I do have to go in a couple minutes. See, I saw that one. Going to public school. I got that one from you guys there. Oh, hold on. Okay. And then let's see, what was the next one? And then we have, I can barely see. My screen is so small. Oh, I can make my screen bigger. Oh my goodness. They move the buttons around. So Nairi Bright. Hello there, my dear. Hi, it will be my first time this fall. 2nd grade, 5th grade. Oh, y'all, we got a new one. We got a new one. Oh, yes, we got you. We got you, my dear. That is my favorite grade span, like 1st to 5th grade. Oh, that is my wheelhouse. I love giving advice and teaching those grades. So we're gonna have a great time. So make sure you subscribe, because our live streams, go look at those old live streams. I mean, sometimes they go like 3 hours because people are coming in with their issues, things like that. And I'm just spitballing, boom, boom, boom. Try this. What's going on here? We got this. Stay with us. We'll get you this summer. We're going to help you out. You're going to be ready for whenever you decide to start homeschooling. Okay. Sorry, I'm rushing through this because I feel like there's a disaster, just a hurricane, an earthquake, and a tornado just hovering outside my door, because that's how kids do. Okay. So let's see. Love for All says, I will be starting fresh all over this year because I will be doing homeschool collabs with my grandson to help my daughter. I love that. See, this is good for you, Love for All. This is good. And if you want to start a YouTube channel on homeschooling, I'm just saying, there is a need. And I think from all your years of just inputs and comments, I think, well, your number one, your grandson is going to be very blessed and very lucky to have you. I'll just say that. Serenity. Hey, all my little, I don't want to say oldies, all my veterans. Thank you. I've missed you guys too. You guys just don't realize how happy I am just sitting here talking to you guys with this harsh light and all this. You don't want to see all the mess around here. My broken crown. My son was trying to wear my crown, and he knocked out all the stones. Oh, look at me knocking out stones, because they had like a Renaissance Day or something like that last year. Okay, Left Raw says, my daughter really gained some confidence and learned how to think critically. Oh, my bells. Y'all know I'm rusty, because I always, for my newbies, I keep a bell, and every time you have a win, however small, we ring a bell. And the whole point is we want you to realize what wins look like. We don't always know. So when you see others say, hey, you know what? My kid only threw a tantrum for 2 minutes instead of an hour. That's a huge win. So we look at wins differently. We actually look at them correctly. we do the real deal eyeballing what we see going on. That's a win, girl. No, that's a win. That's a win. Here, yep, that's a win. Okay, that's how we do it. Let's see. But some parts I wanted to pull my hair out, and so did she. But you know what? You got to have that balance. It can't all be cherries and roses, and it can't all be doo-doo and wet paper towels. You got to have that balance. That's in life. That's the duality. So take that and run with it. Let's see. I'm going to have to read. Okay, Liz D. Liz, I'm so glad you're back. I have been watching you for about 3 years, and you have always had such good advice. Oh, thank you, baby. Liz, did you change your username? Because I know a Liz, but it was like Liz something else, or I knew her name was Liz, but she had a different username. If that's not you, sorry, but either way, I'm glad you're here, and I love you. Okay, love for all. It said, I believe it's Australian. I think they can be doing too much and makes things confusing sometimes. Like you said, the design can make or break things. Oh, it's Australian. Interesting. Now I'm really curious. I'm going to have to check that out. Okay, last 2 comments, and then I have to skedaddle. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys help me reconnect. And oh Lord, I'm not gonna get teary-eyed because I put a little bit of makeup on because I have somewhere to go, and I have a meeting with my partner, my writing partner. So don't even try to get me emotional. I'm keeping it strong. Love for All says my daughter says she never wants to go to public school. Thank goodness. Girl, listen. Whenever your kids make a proclamation, stand by and just watch and see how that evolves, and see how. And not saying like she might change her mind or anything, but when someone says something that's on one extreme, I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do this, or I'm always going to do this. Watch to see if there's an evolution, and it could be, a 10-year evolution, a 10-minute, a 10-month, but just watch. And this is all for character development and watching your child grow into an adult. So let her say that, and then as the years go by, just watch and see, and watch for other things. Because also the beauty of homeschooling is being able to really see your child grow in real time. You know how they have like the elapsed time of like a seed turning into a flower, chrysalis into a butterfly. You have that lens on your child. So watch and see that. And I think now that I'm a retired homeschooler, I appreciate that more because I don't have it now. Well, you do because you're a mom, right? But during those homeschooling years, because I was so in the thick of it, I didn't really just sit back and just see the evolution of not just like their writing, their math, their science, but just them as a human, seeing how that ebbed and flowed. So I'm just saying, watch that because it could be a very wonderful journey to watch, in addition to all the academics and everything like that. Love for All says, my kids told me I could start a channel. See, your kids were listening to me. So, and it's easy. Girl, look, you see how I come on all unprepared. I have no graphics on the screen, nothing. I like I say, start messy, but just start. As a matter of fact, let me tell you, I'm not just bumping my gums. I believe that. So hopefully y'all don't see all my sweat. I believe that. So look, I ripped my paper for you guys. This is on my wall of inspiration. Just make it exist first. You can make it good later. But you got to get in the game, baby. It's like they tell athletes, you can't win a game if you're not in the game. You can't make 50% of the shots if you're taking 0% of the shots, okay? You got to get in the game, all right? So quick, I kind of the Q&A. I wanted to find out, kind of like get an idea of kids' ages and things like that. We'll save it for the next live stream where I can make it longer. But I do have to go because I have a feeling somebody's going to think I dropped the ball about Pilates, and I did not. So, yes, you know what? Love for All says, I owe you a bell. No, I got one right here. I got the crystal one. This is for all of you guys for showing up on a Friday, and also for me. This is a co-bell because goodness knows I was all that technical stuff. I'm like, I do not have time for this. Not today. But I'm so glad you guys came in. It really, really warms my heart. Oh, hold on, love for all. Okay, Felicia, hi. I think we have a newbie here. Sometimes, guys, it has been a while, and sometimes you guys change your names and stuff. But Felicia, I'm new here and I homeschool my daughter. Congratulations, guys. We got a newbie. She was recently diagnosed with autism, so I'm very interested in how her learning style will change. I noticed a change in critical thinking this past year. Oh, I love stories like this. This gets me going because for those of you who know, my veterans, one of my sons is on the spectrum, and he just took his SATs last week, actually, AP classes. He was mild moderate designation diagnosis. But you know what? I have where is it? Oh, is it up here? I actually have a book on special needs homeschooling, which is doing me no good right now. I'm like, where did I put it? It's the orange book. Anyway, but I do have a section in my book on special needs homeschooling, but I will have a running series video wise on special needs homeschooling because it's so big. And truth be told, really all of society is special needs. I'm just gonna break it down like that. It's because a lot of special needs items and practices have been pushed into the mainstream, and that's a whole nother vibe to talk about. But Felicia, we got you, girl, because we have a lot of parents who are in your situation, and so you are in good company, and I will make sure I make that a priority. That will be a summer focus because the summer is the perfect time to gather your resources, gather your tools, gather all your mental backup, plans, for those crazy days to get you going for when you decide to start homeschooling. So stick around, honey. We got you. But in the meantime, I do have a couple of videos specifically just talking about special needs. Check those out, and then you can come on the live streams and get some feedback. Okay. Oh, love for all? Really? I didn't know that, love for all. Your daughter was recently diagnosed. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have a talk on that. Most definitely. Okay, so guys, I gotta go. Yes, put that on your wall. I should make that. Oh God, I haven't even looked at my website. Y'all don't go to my website. It has not been touched in like 200 years. I need to update it, but I'm gonna have because I have lots of things you can print out for free, and I'm gonna printable, make exist. Okay. Y'all know I have to write notes. I have the memory of a gnat. Okay, so I gotta go. But last comment, this will be my second home from now on. Oh, thank you, my dear. And this is gonna be my second home. Well, my third home because the second home is my garden, and I'm getting back into that. But let me go. I am gonna put a poll up sometime today to see what you guys want to see next, and then to see for the live streaming if you want early in the morning or late at night, just because I know I won't be interrupted, but we'll figure that all out. But I do have to go. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Oh, I feel so good just seeing you guys and just being back. and I'll talk more about that too. Homeschooling. Well, I wasn't homeschooling through tragedy, but just a lifing through tragedy. So it doesn't matter if you're homeschooling, it's just a life. And it's still a skill of how do you get up in the morning? How do you deal with the kids? How do you do all this when you need self care, but you have to be there for everybody else? Whole nother topic. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be back. Lots more to come. Be good. Get through the weekend. I'll see